Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On target to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, and he missed it. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. They get to him as he throws.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
defensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. On the run, still looking. And some room to work. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Georgia going up tempo. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Find some fresh air. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
On the run, it's Frazier. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gives it on the option. Gets it past the marker.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Off play action on 1st down. Extending the play. Slithers into space. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Sets up the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field possession. This should be the last play of the quarter. Creates a little room. Plows through the defense. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. To the air, it's Stockton. He's going to run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Dogs are on the move.
Here we go.
The lone back's got it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top by one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's out of bounds here on the return. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fires to the middle. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Gators! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He gets a block. Got him in a room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Unloads to the wideout. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they...
And he's got it inside the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida!
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Now, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Puts it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Frazier. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Bell. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls and fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep putting the first.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will give them the lead.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he goes out of bounds at the end of the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Looking for room. It's small. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
All right, 4th quarter now. You're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Finds his man. Touchdown, Gator! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
And that's a good job by this offense getting the 1st down, but we got to be in a hurry, right? The clock's going to stop, but not for long, and we got to have some urgency on this drive.
Here comes the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. They're definitely in range for the tying field goal, but still trying to get to the line quickly. Third down play from the gun. Going to try to get... breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State. A toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.